All right. First target here is an elk quartering away. 41.9. It's the first shot of the day, so, well, first 3D shot. Took a couple warm-ups on the flat range. So let's see how it goes. This is kind of a tough target. I always hit pretty far back from the 12 ring, so let's try to fix that. Well, it broke good. So let's have a walk. This club that I belong to here in Virginia, this 3D target course has 30 targets. It's about a 1.5 mile loop. So it's a perfect day outside to shoot. It's like 80 degrees. And let's see here. Yep, that's usually where I hit this target. Caught the 10 ring, so I'll take it. All right, second target. We have the dinosaur, which I hate this thing. Broke one of my brand new arrows on it. Hit something hard inside the target, so hopefully I don't hit that same spot. They did flip the target, so now it's facing left, so maybe I won't hit anything hard in the inside of the foam. 46. The furthest target that you'll shoot at this course here is, I believe, 50. You can shoot further back, but there are marked flags on the ground. So the blue flags are the furthest back. So it's like playing from the tips in golf. All right, 46 on the dinosaur. I think that's a little high. It's hard to tell, but go take a look. I usually shoot lighted nocks, but I discovered that they're throwing off my arrow flight a little bit, so I'll just use those, I think, for hunting. And I have a different arrow for hunting anyways, so. All right. Let's see if I made the dinosaur finally extinct. Oh, a little far back, but still should be a dead dinosaur. All right, third target. We got what looks like a pig of some sort. This is a short one. I think it's about maybe 25 yards. Let's see. 25.3. So this should be a pretty easy shot. Sometimes these short ones really throw me off. A lot of the times I don't really shoot these short shots very well. At least in 3D archery for some reason. All right, pig at 25. Well, it looks like a good shot. We'll see how it looks up close. See what ring I got in. It's probably a 10 ring. I don't think I hit the 12. Oh, just missed the 12. Not bad. All right, 4th and 5th target. This is new. I have not seen this setup like this yet, at least this year. Usually it's just that bedded buck behind those rocks. Looks like they threw in a nice little turkey, so we're gonna go turkey first. Let's get the distance on that. 30.6 on the turkey. 37.3 on the buck. I've talked to a lot of people and it seems like nobody likes these turkey targets. And I might be right there with them. I think that's high on the turkey. Can't really see from back here. Now for the buck, 37.5, because I forgot what I said earlier. I've seen this buck target definitely claim some arrows during some of the 3D shoots they have here. I don't know why. You just can't hit it underneath the buck and you won't break your arrow, but I think people get a little intimidated or distracted by all the rocks. That should be a good shot. Might be a little back, but we'll see. Hit the turkey pretty good. Just below, oh, just below the 10. I think I may have caught the 10 on there. It's kind of hard to tell. And like I said, pretty far back on the bedded buck. As you can see, arrows were claimed. All right, next up we got target 6. Some sort of cat who has his hind legs on a rock, and it looks like he maybe ran into the tree. So we're gonna just try to help him out and put him out of his misery. Now this target's a little bit further. I want to say it's maybe around 40 or so. .8. So we'll see how this one goes. Depending on the time of the day, the shadows on this target make it pretty difficult. Pretty tough to see where exactly I'm supposed to be aiming. I don't know where my release is. There it is. All right. 44.8. Yeah, the sun is coming right through my peep and hitting my string and my nose. It's great. That might be good. Let's go check it out. This time of the year when you're walking through these woods on this trail, there's a lot of spider webs to contend with. So there's times I'm walking through here like Harry Potter with a wand or something, and that was not as good as I thought it was. Man, this target's deceiving. I thought I was right on, but apparently not. All right, target 7 and 8. Closer target looks to be like a wolf. Further target is a bear standing on his hind legs. So this wolf target actually got a little bit of a window to get through. It's not a small window, but it is a window. Wolf we got at 37.2. Bear's 46. So we're gonna go wolf first. Actually, let me see where I'm supposed to be hitting this wolf. Haven't been putting on a great performance so far today. All right. $37 on the wolf. A little low, but probably is still a good shot. All right, 46 on the bear. Let's see where this 12 ring is. Try to get as close as I can to the 12, of course. I can't really see from here, so I'm just gonna shoot where I think I have to shoot. There's a little bit of a tree branch hanging about halfway there that looks like it's even with his nose, so hopefully I don't clip that. $46 on the bear. That looks like a pretty good shot from here. I guess we'll see once we get there. All right, the wolf. Still a terrible shot. I thought that was a good shot. I'm way behind that shoulder still. Hate to see it. Let's go check out the bear. See if I hit him any better. All right, that's a little bit better. Just below the 12. Not a bad shot. It's a cool target too. All right, target number 9. I think this is an antelope of some sort. Right through there. This used to be a double target like the last one was, but looks like they switched it up a little bit, probably for the last shoot that they had here, which was this past weekend. $34 yards. Really want to try to put a good shot on for once. I've only had a couple good shots so far. All right, have a good aiming point. $34. I hit that one a little bit forward of where I was aiming. I think it's still a good shot, but we'll see when we get there. For those of you who may be curious, I'm just a normal guy. Enjoy shooting the bow. Just picked the compound bow up a little over 2 years ago now. And yeah, it's just something I've really started getting the itch for. I used to shoot recurve bow, ages 6 to 12, and got out of that, and something kind of reignited in me that made me want to shoot. So bought a bow, and it's such a fun hobby. I'm really glad I started it, and met some really cool people. Been hunting with my dad for the first time last year. Got a really nice buck, so it's been a really fun hobby so far, and something I plan on continuing. There's the end result. Forward, like I said, and I was actually a little bit low too. I was aiming for that top left corner of the white, and yeah, not a good shot. All right, target 10. This is a cool one. It's a far shot, and it's a buck down by that little stream there, so probably won't shoot this one very well because that's kind of been the theme of the day, but we're gonna give it our best shot. This is definitely one of the further targets on this course too. It's probably close to 50. All right, 47.6. I'm going to try my very best to make a good shot, because so far today I'm not shooting very well, kind of all over the place, and I'm not sure why. So if you guys do see anything I'm doing weird, feel free to let me know. 47.6 at the nice white-tail buck. It broke nice, but I'm pretty sure I'm a little low. I don't know what's going on. That's all right. Shooting a 60-pound PSE Evolve 33. I've really liked this bow since I bought it. I've never had a single issue with it. Keep the strings a little bit waxed, and the strings are still good to go. Haven't been in need of new strings or anything. Got my first buck with it. I started off with the Redline sight, and that piece of crap literally just fell apart when I was out here one day shooting. So that was frustrating. I had to go home. So after trying to get a hold of Redline for like a week, they finally sent me a new one and I sold it. And like I said, extremely low. This is terrible, but that's all right. I know this is all me, has nothing to do with the bow or the arrows or anything. So we just have those days. That's archery. Target 11. This is a cool one. You can see you got this window you got to get through here to get to this javelina. Another small target that I probably won't shoot right. All right, that took me way too long to get this thing to sit evenly on the uneven ground, and had a little difficulty there, so we could finally shoot this thing. Let's see our distance. 36.7. Please get a good shot. You know, the one thing about archery that I really like is that as much as I enjoyed team sports, and I'm a big sports guy, watch sports, got my teams, I really like archery because it's just an individual sport. No matter how well you perform or how bad you perform, it's your fault. So it's one of those things that you just got to keep practicing and find out what you're good at and bad at, and just keep going. All right, 37 yards on what looks like a javelina. All right, well, I can't tell from here, so let's walk down and see. I think it's a good shot, actually, for once. This is my first time filming myself shooting and filming and walking and talking to myself while I'm out here. So I hope you guys get a little bit of entertainment out of this. And the shot is forward. Terrible. All right, target 12. This is a new one. Never seen this target. And it is a big old lion. That is a really cool target. Like I said, I've never seen that one, so the club must have recently got that. And that is pretty cool. So hopefully I could hit this gigantic target somewhat decent, but we'll see. By the looks of how today's been going so far, I'm not going to hold my breath. Just heard something over there. It has two 12 rings, so I'm going to go for the regular old behind the shoulder one. 37. 37's a popular range, I feel, on this course. I feel like I've said 37 a handful of times today already. All right, one more time. Let me see where this 12 ring is so I know what I'm looking at. Okay. I think I have a good point of aim, but that probably doesn't mean a whole lot. 37 on the line. I'm low. Felt good, but definitely low. Excited to see how big this target actually is once I'm up to it. This is probably the biggest target at this club. Yeah, this thing is sweet. It's got its teeth showing, looking right at you. All right. Not bad. As you can see, it's a pretty big target. I'm 5'9", so not quite realistic, but still pretty sweet. Brand new. No holes in this thing. Finally a good shot. All right, target 12. This is pretty cool. You got to go down a little ravine there and then back up to this caribou. So let's see what we can do, caribou. I'm gonna guess, oh, I don't know, 37. .6, not 37. .6 on the caribou. This might be the only caribou in Virginia. I already killed the only dinosaur and the only lion. That's got to be a great shot. Took me a little bit to stop my pin from floating, but once I broke the shot, everything felt good. I actually saw the arrow the whole way and looked like it hit a pretty good spot. That's how I know that the poor shooting today has nothing to do with the bow or arrows or release or fletching or anything like that. This is all just operator error. I'm actually going to rewatch this video to see if I notice any differences between each target I shoot, because that should help me learn what I'm doing wrong, and hopefully I'll be able to fix it. If not, I guess I'm kind of screwed. There she is. Caribou at just under 42 yards, finally in the 12 ring. Yes, it's a giant target. 12 ring is large. But from how I've been shooting today, I'm happy about this one. Everything felt good, and we got good results. All right, target 13, we got a buck scraping the tree down there. This is another cool shot. Actually, I think it was last fall. I was recording myself on this very target, and the first shot was no good, so I took a second shot. And my second shot, for some reason, I drew the bow back differently. I know a lot of people say draw back with your elbow up high. I just can't do that. It's not comfortable, but for some reason that's what I tried. And as I drew back, I think I had some tendon slip, and it felt like, I thought I dislocated my shoulder. Had tingles running up from my shoulder all the way up my neck, all the way down my arm, couldn't lift my arm, and thought I really injured myself. And it actually took me quite some time to come back around to drawing the bow back to where I was confident, because I was just pretty nervous to draw the bow back and that happened again. Luckily, no major injury and it healed itself. All right, 34.2 on the buck down there. So let's try to hopefully put on another nice shot here. Pretty sure I know where to aim. Yep. Yeah, this target has been like this for a while. I don't think they've ever touched it, or at least not recently. Downhill shot. I know it's probably tough to tell from the camera angle, but it's definitely a nice downhill shot. This is really a pretty realistic shot. I mean, maybe not the buck rubbing, but the angle. I think that's another good shot. Did I go 2 in a row? Guess we'll see. It's high. Well, it looked good from up there, but I am high. All right, I went from shooting a nice buck to a turtle climbing up a tree. This is another new target that I've never seen, and this is pretty sweet. Not something you see every day. So I'm actually gonna leave it there for you guys, and hopefully you'll be able to see my arrow go where it's supposed to. Shooting from the marker here, I actually have to shoot, looks like through a little bit of a little weed plant growing there. So let's see if I could get a good accurate distance. 33.5. We're just gonna go with that, and we'll see how this goes. All right, I have no idea where I hit on the turtle, so we'll see. It's funny because this turtle target, I mean, his shell is facing us, and I mean, I'm not a turtle expert, but as far as I know, these turtle shells are pretty hard, so I'm not sure if this is realistic at all, but we're going to pretend it is. And I am low on the snapping turtle. It's probably still a dead turtle, assuming my arrow got through his shell. That is a pretty cool target though. All right guys, well, I'm only shooting half the course today, since this took me a little bit longer to get through 15 targets because of my amateur filming. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's always fun coming out here and shooting, whether you're by yourself or with some friends, or, you know, organized 3D shoot. I encourage anybody who's thinking about getting into archery to go for it. I think it's something that most people will really enjoy. I know it's something that I enjoy. So anyways, thanks for following along today. And again, feel free to leave some comments on my forum, anything like that. If you guys have questions on any of the gear that I use, my setup of my bow, my release, anything like that, just comment below.